Hey guys, Zay here. In today's video, I'm going to be going over how to complete the Beast from Beyond Easter egg in Director's Cut, as well as going over how to do the speedrun in Director's Cut as well. This speedrun is surprisingly very easy, I wouldn't say it's insanely easy, but it's easier than what most people might think, because this is one of the harder boss fights to do in IW Zombies, but trust me, this Easter egg speedrun is actually fairly easy, and the Easter egg itself is actually pretty easy as well in Director's Cut. If you guys do find this tutorial to be helpful, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content, and more tutorials are to come in the future. With that being said, let's get right into the video.
Come on Barbie, let's go party.
Alright guys, now I'm going to be going over the cards we'll be using in this speedrun. To start, we'll be using Evade. As you guys already know, Evade will allow us to move through the map pretty fast, and on top of that, Evade is going to be very good for the boss fight. I'm going to be showing two methods on how to complete the boss fight without using a ninja weapon, and Evade is going to be our best friend for that boss fight. So Evade is ideally the first card you want to have. For our second card, we're going to be using Get Packed. Get Packed is going to be good because we are going to be using the EBR bomber in this speedrun, and we can already have the gun Pack-a-Punch if we go pick up the gun. So when we pick it up, it'll be single papped, and right before the boss fight, we're going to Pack-a-Punch it a second time so it's double papped and ready to go for the boss fight. Escape Route is another really good card to have because for Escape Route, you're going to be using this card right after you put in the 4 floppy disks into Neil. Once you use Escape Route, it's always going to put you outside of the theater next to Deadeye Dewdrops, and it'll be pretty much in line of the next Easter egg step where you have to pick up the button using the Entangler and shooting the button into the Beast from Beyond poster in the theater. Now, Head Reloaded is another good card because Head Reloaded will pretty much be used during the boss fight, and if you guys don't know what this card does, it basically reloads your gun if you guys land a headshot. So this gun is very good for the cryptid fight, so we don't have to reload our gun, and you'll see more of its usage when we actually get to the boss fight, but Head Reloaded is very good to have. And our final card is going to be Hide and Seek, and the reason why Hide and Seek is good is because during the countdown step, I usually like to activate the card when I see 15 seconds left on the computer step. 15 is a good number to go by. I think you can activate it a little later, but Hide and Seek is just very good to ensure that once you activate this card, you guys will be good to activate the computer right before the blue Rhinos spawn, so you're pretty much secured to go into the very last step of that boss fight. But yeah guys, these are the cards I will be using, and if you guys are also wondering why I'm not running Ego Trip, and I will put an annotation on screen. In case you guys don't know, it was discovered not too long ago that if you do have the EBR bomber double Pack-a-Punched, you guys actually do not need Ego Trip to insta-kill the blue Rhinos. So everyone thought that you would need Ego Trip to insta-kill the blue Rhinos for sure, but in this tutorial you guys will see that I do not use Ego Trip, and I actually get the insta-kill on the blue Rhinos without using Ego Trip, but you guys have to have the EBR bomber, and it has to be double Pack-a-Punch. But yeah guys, these are the cards I use for this speedrun. Another thing I want to go over before I get into the tutorial, I want to let you guys know that you're going to need these guns for this speedrun. 2 of them are going to be optional, but there is one gun that you do need for this speedrun. So I'm going to be showing those right now. So as you guys know, the EBR bomber. This gun could be crafted using salvage. This gun is going to be the bread and butter of this speedrun, essentially, because we're going to be using this gun throughout the entire boss fight. The only time we won't be using this is during the countdown phase, but for the most part, you guys do want the EBR bomber. And these are the attachments I currently use. You do not have to use ELO, but if you guys follow the attachments that I have on screen, you guys will want these attachments. You guys do want the EBR bomber. Reason why as well you want the EBR bomber is because, as you guys know, what the EBR bomber does, it gives this sniper a 3-round burst. Well, the thing is when you pack-a-punch this gun, it gets rid of the 3-round burst and it can become a full auto sniper. So it is insanely strong against the blue Rhinos. It's just a strong gun in general. The Rhinos and the blue Rhinos will pretty much just die really fast. So yeah, guys, if you guys have this gun, make sure you have this gun. If not, craft it with salvage. I highly recommend you get this gun. Okay, guys, to start, I'm going to show you the pack-a-punch pieces in Beast from Beyond. There are 3 satellite pieces you have to pick up to construct the bridge that'll lead you to the Pack-a-Punch portal. The first satellite piece is going to be sitting right here next to blue bolts. Go ahead and pick that up. And the next piece is actually going to be in the lockdown area. And the last piece we actually can't access until the power is on. But if you guys take the route I am using right now, you guys will see that you guys will be able to access the Pack-a-Punch like so. So we got Neil right there. We are going to go ahead and just head back to spawn, put in Neil right there. Go ahead and put that in. I'm going to kill all these cryptids behind me so I don't die. We're going to go ahead, open this door. We're going to turn on the lasers so we can access the theater. And yes, you do need the power to be turned on in order for you to access the theater. You can't go there unless the power is turned on because you won't be able to use that laser. Second satellite piece is right there next to that set of stairs. Go ahead and make your way into the portal. We are now in the theater area. So what you guys want to do next is go ahead and open this door. Go ahead and open this door. And the last satellite piece is right here. And once you guys have all these satellite pieces, you guys can come over to the bridge over here, put down all the parts like that, and you guys have the bridge activated. And yeah, if you go in here, you now have access to the Pack-a-Punch. So yeah, guys, that is how you access Pack-a-Punch in Beast from Beyond. Okay, guys, now I am going to go over where to find the skull for the first part of the Easter egg. So the skull can either appear above this set of stairs. It's going to be in a black power box. It is not up there, so I'm just going to go ahead and ignore that for now. It can appear right up there as soon as you leave spawn. The second spot it can show up in is going to be right over here on this rail or this metal beam right here. It is not there. So if it is not in Medbay and it is not on that metal beam right there, it is actually going to be in the lockdown room for the second part of the Easter egg, and I'll be showing that right now. And you guys will also get to see a little hint of how I run the route as well. Let's go ahead and put in Neil real quick. Go this way. So yeah, the third spot where the power box is going to be is actually going to be right up there. So you guys can see the power box is right there. Just go ahead and shoot that with your OSA grenade launcher. Shoot the skull like so. And that is all of the locations for the first Entangler skull. Okay guys, now I'm going to explain how the lockdown step works. So as you guys shoot the first skull, that is going to activate the lockdown step of the Easter egg. Basically, for the lockdown step of the Easter egg, it's going to take place in this room right here. There are 4 red X's on the ground. There's one right there on this railing. There is one right here. There is a third one right here. And the fourth and final one is going to be sitting right here. And usually the X that I like to do, there's no right or wrong answer for this, but for me personally, I like to sit at this one right up here next to the laser, which I will go ahead and turn on right now. And yeah, once you guys stand on this red X, you guys are going to see this green circle appear right under you. Now basically, guys, when you are in this green circle, you guys cannot leave this green circle. If a zombie pushes you out, and you guys happen to fail this step, you guys will have to end the current round you were on, and you'll have to try this again at the beginning of round 3. So, pretty much all you guys have to do is when you're in this green circle, there are going to be a whole bunch of zombies spawning around this area. If you're standing in this said spot right here, the zombies can appear on this railing right here, they can appear on the railing in front of you, and in the railing on your right, and sometimes they can actually run up the stairs to your right over here. So this is what you guys have to do. And pretty much once you guys see this red skull appear at the top of that green light right there, it's going to spawn another skull. This skull can spawn above these set of stairs over here, down on those set of stairs in between that gap, and on the other catwalk over there. And for me, it actually spawned over here, so I'm simply just going to jump down into it. We pick up that skull, and we got the Entangler. And the Entangler is going to be an essential part to this Easter egg. And yeah, that is how you guys do the second skull, the lockdown, and how you get the Entangler. Okay guys, now I am going to tell you how to do the floppy disk in Beast from Beyond. The floppy disk step can confuse a lot of people, and I'm going to have this image on screen right here to help you guys out, and I'll explain how the image works in a little bit. So, as you guys know, there are 4 floppy disks around the map that you have to put into Neil, and once you do this, it makes Neil angry and Neil tries to kill you. So, the first floppy disk that I will be going over can confuse a lot of people at first. Well, sometimes it can. So, as you guys can see, there is a force field right over here, and we have to basically turn off that Zeta Corporation monitor right there. So, the easiest way to turn off that monitor is simply by doing this. If you guys have the Entangler, there is a space helmet sitting right over here that you can pick up, and what you guys simply want to do is just carry the helmet all the way over here. Shoot the helmet at the monitor, that'll break the force field, and our first floppy disk is going to be right here, and I'm actually going to pick that up. But yeah guys, that is our first floppy disk. So for the next floppy disk, this is another floppy disk that will require us to use the Entangler, and the last one that will require us to use the Entangler. Basically what you guys want to do is if you guys come down here next to this vent, we're in this area over here. If you guys look in this vent over here, you can see a floppy disk sitting on the ground right there. All you guys want to do is go ahead and pick it up with the Entangler, go ahead and shoot at the end of the hallway. And sometimes this step can be a little finicky sometimes. You might have to shoot it again. I don't really know why this can be weird for me sometimes, but ideally, you just want to pick up the floppy disk, shoot it straight ahead, and that floppy disk is going to go through a couple different vents in this map, and I'll show you all 6 vents right now. So the first vent this floppy disk can appear in is right up here. The second one it can appear in is in this one right here. The third one, which is where it is for me, is right here. Fourth one is right here. The fifth one is going to be right over here. And the last spot it can be in is right here. Now, once again, if you guys shoot the floppy disk through and you guys checked all 6 of those spots and you guys do not see the floppy disk in one of those spots, it's most likely because you didn't shoot the floppy disk in the vent correctly. So if that's the case, go ahead and check this again to make sure you shot the floppy disk in the vent itself, and just check all 6 spots again until you see it in one of the 6 spots. And for me, it is right here. And that is how you get floppy disk number 2. Alright guys, for the third floppy disk, I'm going to show you where this one is. This is the easiest floppy disk to find in my opinion. All you guys have to do is come outside to where the Pack-a-Punch portal is. You guys go over to your left over here next to this power, or this beam right over here. The floppy disk will be sitting right here, and that is the third floppy disk. Alright guys, for your fourth and final floppy disk, this is where I think this is actually the most confusing one outside of the force field one. So in order to access this floppy disk, it's a bit confusing. What you guys have to do is, in order to get this last floppy disk, you guys need to go into the Pack-a-Punch, leave the Pack-a-Punch. You don't have to immediately leave it. If you want to Pack-a-Punch your gun, you can. But basically, when you go into the Pack-a-Punch and as soon as you leave, after a little while, there's going to be a blue phantom that is going to spawn. And once you kill this blue phantom, he's actually going to drop the 4th floppy disk that you need. And usually what I like to do is I like to always run over to spawn, so this floppy disk is in spawn. I'll go ahead and sit right here, and eventually the phantom will come over here. There he is. Okay, so once you go ahead and kill him, he dropped the floppy disk somewhere. I didn't see the beam of light for the floppy disk, so... Oh, it's right here. So yeah, every time you guys shoot the phantom, just be on the lookout for where that little beam of light is. That little beam of light that pops up is going to be where the 4th floppy disk is. And yeah, guys, that is how you get all 4 floppy disks in Beast from Beyond. Now I'm going to explain the order and how you put these floppy disks in Neil. Alright guys, now I'm going to explain how you put the floppy disks in Neil. If you guys take a look at the picture in the top left-hand corner, that is all the possible combinations, or all 6 columns of the orders of which you have to place the floppy disks in. I will put a picture of this in the description for you guys to see. And yeah, so I went ahead and I looked at all 4 floppy disks I had, and I already know which column I'm in, and I'm going to explain how you do this. So as you guys can see, the first floppy disk that I actually picked up was the one in Medbay, and that is the triple triangle. As you guys could look at the picture, you guys can see that in column number 2 and in column number 3, we actually do have the triple triangle. So, something I like to do whenever I play this map is I just do process of elimination. So, because I got the triple triangle, I know that my floppy disk is going to be, or my floppy disk order is going to be either the 2nd one or the 3rd one. So, what I am going to do is I'm going to simply just look for the other floppy disks we got to determine which column I got for sure. So let's check this one over here. For this one, we got a ninja, or we got the V with the lines. So, because I only see that in the 2nd column going from left to right and not the 3rd one, I know for a fact my floppy disk order is going to be the 2nd column. And because I have the triple triangles, I know that this for sure is my first floppy disk. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in Neil right over here. If you walk up, you can see it says insert slot 1. I'm going to put that first one in. This one right over here is the V with the lines. Or I like to call this one the bird, usually. Just dub it. So this one I know for sure is my 2nd one. So I am going to put that in slot number 2. Now, the other floppy disks I know we got were the mountain and the ninja star. So this one right here is the mountain. And as you guys can see on the column, that is the last floppy disk in that column. So I know for a fact that this one is going to be my last one. This can't be my 3rd one. This one over here is the ninja star. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up right so. And I'm going to simply put this in slot number 3, and that will end up completing the floppy disk step in Beast from Beyond. A lot of people can get confused with this, but trust me, I will put this picture in the description. If you guys just follow this picture every single time you do this, you guys will get this 100% of the time. So yeah, we're going to put this in like so. Now, Neil is angry at us, and that is how you do the floppy disk step in Beast from Beyond. Alright guys, for the next step in this Easter egg, what you guys want to go ahead and do is there is a button that we need to take over to Medbay. Simply make your way back over to the theater, take out the Entangler, and if you guys look at this wall over here, or this beam right behind the brute cardboard cutout, there is a button that we can pick up. Go ahead and pick up this button, and you have to shoot this button in any Beast from Beyond poster. So you can shoot it in this one, you can shoot it in that one, you can shoot it in that one, or this one out here. It doesn't matter as long as it's a Beast from Beyond poster. I'm going to go ahead and shoot it in there. Then once you guys shoot it in there, go ahead and make your way back over to Medbay. If you guys come over to Medbay, this is where the floppy disk was. Go ahead, and the button is now under here. Go ahead and press the button like so. And now we are on to the next step where we have to hack Neil. Okay guys, now we are on the infamous Hack Neil step in Beast from Beyond. this step to a lot of people can give people trouble, and I'm going to explain the easiest way how you do this. Basically, if you guys take a look at this board right here, you can see that there is a total of 16 knobs that are flipped horizontal and flipped vertical. Basically, the way you're supposed to do this, and the way I made this easier for myself, is pretty much just pay attention to all of the knobs that are faced horizontal or faced vertical. For me, I'm going to pay attention to all of the knobs that are faced vertical. So, yeah, that is what I'm going to do. And I actually took the liberty of screenshotting this. And the easiest way to do this, guys, is if you take a picture of what the board is right before you start this step, that's going to help out a lot. And I'm going to show you how I do this. Alright, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go based off of the screenshot you guys can see on screen. I'm going to activate this one, mark off that I got that. I'm going to go after... oh, shoot. Now I'm going to go after the second one I did. I got that one down. Now, I also have the first one and the third one over here. I'm going to mark those two down, like so. Now, in the next column, I have this one. I'm going to go ahead and mark that one down, like so. And then in the last column, I have 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And just like that, guys, that is how you hack Neil. And I don't have to mark it down because I knew those are my last ones. But yeah, guys, easiest way to hack Neil is just take a picture of the current board and just simply mark off the ones that you press. To make this easier, you can pause the game as you're doing this. I didn't do that in my case. I was just kind of moving around and trying to wing it. But yeah, guys, that is how you hack Neil in Beast from Beyond. And just a disclaimer, I want to go ahead and say that in the rare occasion you guys do this correctly, there might be a slight chance where you have to hack Neil twice. If this happens, it does not mean you did this incorrectly. Sometimes you might have to hack Neil twice. I'll put a disclaimer on screen explaining that, because it does happen in... I think it does happen in my practice tutorial that you guys will be seeing here in a little bit. But yeah, sometimes you'll have to hack Neil twice, and if that happens, it doesn't mean you did it incorrectly, it just means you have to do it twice. And if you have to do it twice, simply just take the picture a second time, and just go off of the picture, just like how you guys saw me do. But yeah, guys, that's how you hack Neil. Alright, guys, now I'm going to show you how to escort Neil to Pack-a-Punch without having the trouble of the door closing on you. As you guys know, escorting Neil could be pretty difficult, because sometimes when you escort Neil to Pap, the door might not open that leads to outside. Well, I'm going to show you a way where you can pretty much escort Neil to Pack-a-Punch every time without having troubles with that door. So, all you guys want to do is, after you hack Neil, go ahead, come back to the starting room, come over here to this Neil monitor right here, shoot him once with the Entangler, shoot him once with your standard gun, pick Neil up, and simply escort him to the Pack-a-Punch. As you guys are doing this, there's a good chance that the door might be closed, but it'll give you the option to open it, or the door might just be open. One of the two. Okay, so the door is open for us. This step can give a lot of people trouble, because sometimes when you're doing this, the door might not open. But yeah, guys, I kid you not. If you just shoot Neil once with the Entangler, and then once with the bullet gun, I guarantee you, you guys will be able to enter the Pack-a-Punch or go through that door every single time without having any trouble. So once you guys go through this door, go ahead and drop Neil in the computer right there. And yeah, guys, that is how you escort Neil to Pack-a-Punch. Alright, guys, now I'm going to go over some exploit that you can use in this boss fight to make it a little bit easier. As you guys can see, I'm currently using the DCM Shadow Run, and basically this will allow me to stay invisible from the cryptids every single time I empty the clip in the DCM. So what I like to do is I'll simply be sitting in this crate right here where the ammo pickup is, and I will repeatedly empty the clip and pick up more ammo so I can stay invisible to the cryptids. This is not a glitch or an exploit by any means. I'm simply just abusing a developer intended attachment that they gave to this gun. There are a few other guns in the game that do give you this as well. The most popular one that you guys might be aware of is the Marauder Stallion. And there are a few other guns that grant you this as well. But I will tell you guys right now, the Marauder Stallion, if you guys do have it, is without a doubt the best ninja weapon in the game. And you could really use it to your advantage for this boss fight. It can be used in the speedrun, and it can also be used in casual play if you are playing with friends, or if you're doing this solo. As you guys can see, I activated the computers without any trouble, and right now I'm literally in the countdown phase of the boss fight, and I'm just sitting in here, simply just staying invisible to the cryptids. The Marauder Stallion, the DCM Shadowrun, and the VPR are the best variants to use for this boss fight. If you don't have these variants, that's okay. There are ways you can do this boss fight, which I show in this tutorial without using the guns I just mentioned. But if you do have any ninja weapons, like the DCM Shadowrun or the Marauder Stallion, you guys will be able to do this successfully with no trouble. Alright guys, now I am going to be going over how to get the insta-kill. As you guys know, I do not have Ego Trip as one of my cards. And that is because if you guys do have the EBR Bomber and it is double Pack-a-Punch, you guys will be able to get the insta-kill without needing Ego Trip. And I'll be showing you how to do that now. And when I show this, I'm going to explain very fast how to do it, and I need you guys to pay attention for this part. So simply what I am going to do is I'm going to activate that, go to the EBR. I am on the sniper mode. What you guys need to do, aim in between these two handlebars right here and just shoot. Simply shoot the EBR. And you guys will get the insta-kill just like that. So yeah, aim is crucial for that part right there because you guys do need to get the EBR Bomber, and it does need to be double packed, and you guys have to aim in between those two handlebars right there. If you guys aim too low or too high, you guys will not get the insta-kill. That is simply how you get the insta-kill. That's how you do it, guys. So once you guys spawn, go ahead and pick up the Stallion. We do this with the Onis and our Mule Munchie gun. Go ahead and open this door. Switch to the grenade launcher to see if the skull is here. It is not here, that's okay. Go ahead and open this door. Go ahead and pick up the satellite. Come through this door over here. We're going to check to see if the skull is in this spot. The skull is not in this spot.
First of three, huh? Can't I just pay someone to collect this for me? I mean, we are in the future.
I'm going to go ahead and pick up Neil right there. Come off the bridge.
What is Neil's head
Go
doing?
up the head right here. Or go up the stairs right here. Pick up the Oni. Put Neil in. Open this door. Kill the remaining cryptids you see. Make sure anytime you're running around the map, you hold the Oni so you're running faster. Activate the laser. Go back to the grenade launcher. Our skull is going to be right up there. Go ahead and shoot that skull like so. Make sure you're on the red X right here. Kill the remaining cryptids. As soon as you guys get evade, go ahead and use evade. And basically for the lockdown, zombies are going to start spawning everywhere. You can't move outside this green circle on the ground. And yeah, zombies, if you're standing in this spot, zombies are going to appear on this railing to your right, the railing in front of you, and the railing to your left. And sometimes they could run up the stairs all the way to your right over here. Now once that red skull in the middle rises to the top, it's going to spawn another skull. That skull is going to appear above these set of stairs. It's going to appear on those set of stairs down there. It's going to appear in this gap right here, and it's also going to appear on that catwalk over there. It's a 1 in 4 chance, 25% chance for it to go to one of those 4 spots, so I don't know where it's going to be. Once you guys get back, go ahead and use that. You should be able to build your meter as you're doing this lockdown if you are killing the zombies. The skull is over there. Go ahead and jump into the skull, like so. We got the skull. And the Entangler. Go ahead and pick it up. Pick up the next satellite piece.
So they tell me.
Make your way over here. Go ahead and open that door right there. Open this door. Pick up the last satellite piece on top of this car.
Ugh, finally, the last one. Nerds and hard labor don't
Go ahead and open this door right here. Make your way all the way to the left, like so. Trade out the OSA for the EBR.
With range, precision,
And go ahead. I just had to evade right there because I got trapped. That's okay. Ideally, we don't want to end round 2. So we can keep evade during the boss fight. That's okay. Sometimes I've done the Easter egg on round 1, sometimes I've done it on round 2. It's random.
It's over. I'm done.
Go ahead and make your way into the portal like so.
No more
Leave the portal immediately. Go to your right. There's a floppy disk right here. Go ahead and pick that up. Okay, we got this one. Don't know what column I'm in just yet, so I'm going to have to get my other floppy disk. That's okay. Make your way over here. You're going to go ahead and open this door. The vent floppy's right here. Take out the Entangler. Go ahead and shoot it like so. Okay. Vent floppy is right there. We got the mountains. I'm going to go ahead and go to spawn so we can get the phantom over here. I don't know which column I'm in just yet, so we got to wait and see. Okay, I'm definitely in the first column or the 5th column going from left to right. I'll know once I see this floppy disk. Okay, we are... I still don't know. Okay, no worries. There is a helmet right there. Go ahead and pick that up.
There is a first station in the huh?
Yeah, I'll know what column we're in once we get this last floppy disk. It's still iffy for me. I don't know if I'm in 1 or 5. All I know is that the mountains is definitely going to be my first floppy disk that I put in. Okay, we got this one. Okay, so we got mountains, we got Medbay, mountains, Medbay floppy, the one I'm holding, and then the X. Okay, so this one is going to be my 3rd one.
Oh, hey, Neil was looking for this.
This one's going to be my last one.
Got another part for you, Neil.
This one is my 1st.
Power holding steady at 85.2%.
And that makes 3. See, this
And then
is
the
why
one
you
in
need
Medbay
machines.
is my very last
Just
one.
get how machines think.
So yeah, if you guys want to take a look at the picture on screen, we are in column number 5, going from left to right. This is my 2nd one. Once we put this one in, go ahead and use escape route, so you're back at the theater. Escape route will always put you back in the theater if you use it in that instance right there. The buttons on the wall will be here, behind this group cardboard cutout. Go ahead and just bring the button this way. You can shoot this in any Beast from Beyond poster. I'm going to go ahead and shoot it in this one. Like so. We are going to go through this portal again. We are back in the office. Go ahead and activate that button like so. Come over here, and I'm going to memorize this real quick. It is memorized. And it was a single hack. Awesome. Yeah, sometimes if you can get a double hack. If you get a double hack, it doesn't necessarily you did it wrong. You just have to do it again. Okay. Go back to spawn. Shoot Neil once with the Entangler. Then shoot with the bullet gun. Pick up Neil like so. And now we will be able to escort Neil without having troubles with that door. So yeah, the door can sometimes be open or it'll be closed. If the door is closed, it'll give you an option to open it. But sometimes it can be open. And once we go into the Pack-a-Punch, go ahead and put Neil in like so. Take out your EBR, double tap that. Go ahead and use head reloaded. Pick up the EBR. We're going into the boss fight. Now, your first Rhino is going to appear in either this crate or this crate. It's random. Okay, he's in this one. So your second one is definitely going to be in this one. Your first or second Rhino will be in the left or right one over here. If it's in that one first, it's going to be in this one next. Vice versa. Alright. Now your third Rhino can be in this one or it can be in this one. It's completely random. Last Rhino is in here. And yeah, just a reminder, if you guys do have the EBR Bomber, it is a 3-round burst when it's not Pack-a-Punch. When it's Pack-a-Punch, it becomes a full auto sniper. That's just something to keep in mind. So once you guys start this phase right here, go ahead and make sure you guys are in the AR mode. I am no longer in the sniper mode. As you guys can see, I'm not charging every time I shoot. Make sure you are in the AR mode for this, so you don't have to charge every time you shoot, because you'll most likely die if you have to do that. Okay, once all the cryptids stop spawning, make your way over here, buy some more ammo. Not buy some more ammo, just pick up some more ammo. Come in this crate right here. Okay, that's awesome. Don't do what I just did. The Phantom decided to teleport behind me. Okay, once you're done spawning, go ahead and pick up some more ammo over here. Go back in that crate. Only this time, make sure you're not standing out in the open over there. Just make sure you're standing at the far end of the crate like this, while still remaining inside, because if you're standing outside the crate, that laser will shoot at you. And if the laser hits you, it will red screen you. If you don't have tough nuts, that laser will one-shot you. We're pretty much going to sit in this crate until we kill the Rhino, and we'll know the Rhino spawns because of Poindexter. We'll go ahead and say the Rhino spawn. Okay, he just made the call out. The Rhino's over there. Go ahead and kill the Rhino like so. Wait for the computers to turn on. Alright, once the computers turn on, just go ahead and take out the Oni. Turn on that computer. Turn off that computer. I meant to say turn off. Then turn off this one. Once you guys do that, make your way back over to this crate. Kill the remaining cryptids. Like that. And once you guys do that, go ahead and pick up some more ammo. Make sure you switch back to the sniper mode, because we won't be using the EBR for up until the very end of this boss fight. So we're just gonna make sure we have the Oni out. And yeah. Alright, so once the cryptids start spawning, just go ahead and do what I do, guys. It's very easy. Once the cryptids start moving, make your way up this slope very slowly, and now you guys just want to run in the pattern I'm running right now. Don't be like me and almost die like that. If you guys are running at a certain speed, usually the way I like to do this is I just run circles around the whole time. And, oh shit. Usually when I'm up there, I'll just kind of slow down on purpose to let them catch up to me. Usually when I'm up there at that slope, I'll just evade, so that way, I can get across just fine and not have to worry about anything. Yeah, well, every time I'm at that slope, I'll just evade, kill any cryptids that are in front of me. Usually the way I'll go about this is I just kind of play it by ear. It's like, if I feel like they're close, I'll just continuously run. If they're not that close, I'll just kind of walk for a bit. See, like, they caught up to me right there, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna evade out. And yeah, once the computer reaches 20 seconds, we are gonna use hide and seek. You can see the computer when you run up that slope right there. You can kind of just glance to the right and see the timer on it. Okay, I think I'll wait for it to say 15. Once this reaches 15, we'll go ahead and use hide and seek. So by the time I get back over there, I'll just use hide and seek. And once we use hide and seek, we'll pretty much be safe for the remainder up until the very end. Alright, I'm going to use hide and seek now. So now we're pretty much good to go. The cryptids will not hurt me. And we're pretty much just going to chill right here and wait for this countdown to be over. Once it's over, I'll show you guys what we do next. We're basically going to be aiming at this crate, and we're going to aim right in the middle of those handlebars. I'll explain more in a second. And bear with me, it is going to go by very fast. Activate the computer. Go ahead and make your way right here. In between the two crates like that. You guys will get the insta-kill just like that. But yeah, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for this tutorial. Once again, if you guys did enjoy the tutorial, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content, and more tutorials are to come in the future. Well, guys, my name is Zay. Thank you guys for watching once again, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Take it easy, everybody. Peace out.